Did you know that the academic practice gap, which is the gap between how nursing is taught and experienced in real-world practice, has been documented as a problem for almost 50 years in nursing education, yet still persists today? To bridge this gap, educators need to bring clinical practice realities into the classroom. And there is one simple teaching strategy that we will discuss that can empower any educator to better prepare students for both practice and licensure. Case studies remain one of the most effective methods to teach a practice-based profession such as nursing. Why? They connect theory to practice, facilitating development of clinical reasoning and decision-making, and practice the clinical judgment in the safety of the classroom. Case studies also immerse students in the reality and complexity of clinical realities, promoting the acquisition of essential knowledge. But not all case studies are created equal. Some emphasize application of knowledge, but they don't go deeper with the higher level clinical reasoning thinking skills. Some even use multiple choice questions. And as you know, in nursing education and in practice, you don't have this option to select one of the above. There's also no consistent framework, and each case study is different with a single level, one size fits all. Well, the benefits of KeithRN case studies is that they're salient, realistic scenarios derived from my lens of current practice. They emphasize the higher level clinical reasoning skills with open-ended questions that emphasize clinical reasoning, and essential thinking and action skill of also using framework of clinical reasoning questions. There's also different levels of complexity, and each level has the same framework. The two most common levels are skinny reasoning, which is short and concise, and unfolding reasoning for advanced students over twice as long. And they each have the same level of complexity and the same framework across the entire 110 topics that are each with each topic. There's also additional benefits. They prepare students for next generation NCLEX and practice clinical reasoning using Tanner's clinical judgment model throughout. And as we discussed in part 2 of this video series, Tanner's clinical judgment model and the 4 processes that she identified of noticing, interpreting the clinical data, responding with the plan of care, and then evaluative reflecting is also the essence of the NCSBN model used for next-gen NCLEX. Each KeithRN case study comes complete with an answer key and contextualizes essential content of the applied sciences, including pharmacology, fluids and electrolyte, nursing process, the plan of care, and they're very versatile. The skinny reasoning can be used in the classroom as well as a clinical replacement activity, and with advanced students, go deep with unfolding reasoning. To be empowered to confidently develop clinical judgment in your students, I just published a new resource for nurse educators, a faculty guide to develop clinical judgment. Check out the link in this video to obtain your copy. I also have a free clinical reasoning case study that you can download on my website, KeithRN.com. And if you found this content helpful, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Think Like a Nurse, and don't miss the next video coming shortly in this series that will focus on going deep and engaging students using case studies in your classroom. Thanks for watching.